All right, friends, this assignment was called Operations with Decimals, and it had 6 problems on it. So what I'm going to do is be super nice and work one of each. So you'll only have 2 that you have to do on your own. And hopefully by the end of this video, you will be able to do those on your own without any worries. Number 1 is our only adding problem. That is 15 and 27 hundredths plus 3 and 98 hundredths. Those lined up pretty nicely on their own. I didn't have to do a placeholder 0 or anything. 7 and 8 make 15. 1 and 2 make 3. 3 and 9 make 12. 1 and 5 make 6. 6 and 3 make 9. And I forgot to go ahead and bring down my decimal. I'm going to do that now. 1 and nothing make 1. I'm going to double check my answer. 15 plus 3, that would be 18. So is my answer logical? Yeah, 18 and 19 are really close to each other. Plus, this is basically 4. So 15 plus 4 is definitely 9. Okay. Let's do number 2 now. That one says 36 and 9/10 minus 29 and 87 hundredths. Now here's another one where they don't line up nicely on their own, so we're going to use a placeholder 0. I can't take 7 from 0, so I go next door to borrow. That 9 goes down to an 8 so that this 0 can go up to a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 8 minus 8 is 0. Bring down your decimal. I run into the same problem. I can't take 9 away from 6, so I go next door to borrow, and the 3 becomes a 2 so that the 6 can become a 16. 16 minus 9 is 7, and 2 minus 2 is nothing. So 36 and 29, are they about 7 apart? They sure are. So my answer is logical. Let's do a multiplication problem now. Number 3, we're doing 2 and 52 hundredths, which I'm just going to write as 252, times 3 and 6/10, which I'm just going to write as 36. And then I can multiply as though these are whole numbers. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 1 makes 31. Make sure that when you're doing these, the last number is the one that goes down and the number in front goes up. I'm seeing people get them switched, is why I bring that up. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 more makes 15. Okay, I'm done with these numbers that I carried, and I'm done with this number. My next digit starts in the tens place, so my answer needs to start in the tens place. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. The 5 goes down, and the 1 goes up. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 6 is 7. Go ahead. I know you want to say it. 5 and 5 make 10. The 0 goes down and the 1 goes up. 1 and 1 make 2. 2 and 7 make 9. Now, in my original problem, I had a decimal here and here. So in my original problem, there were 1, 2, 3 digits behind the decimal. So there need to be 1, 2, 3 digits behind the decimal in my answer. Does my answer make sense? Is 2 times 3 9? No, it's 6. And I could see getting confused and saying, well, 6 and 9 aren't really that close, but most of this is to make sure we've got our decimal in the right place. Because if we put our decimal here and said 2 times 3 is 6 close to 90, we would know that we messed up. Okay, or if you put your decimal here, is 2 times 3 close to barely 1? No, 6 isn't close to 1. 6 is pretty close to 9 when you think about the other numbers that it could be compared to. So just try to think logically about it and make sure that your decimal's in the correct spot. That's the biggest mistake I see when multiplying. I'll sometimes see math errors in the adding part, but the biggest math error that I see is not getting the decimal in the right spot. Number 4 is also a multiplication problem, so I'm going to skip that one. Number 5 is a division problem, and so is number 6. And honestly, let's see. I could do either one. So we'll just go ahead and do number 5. And that is 6 and 825 thousandths divided by 21 hundredths. So that's 0.21 on the outside and 6.825 on the inside. So if you were struggling with divide decimals, you may have had trouble understanding how much to move the decimal. So remember that the divisor decimal goes all the way to the right. It doesn't want this to be a decimal number anymore. It wants to be a whole number. So we go over once, twice, and now we're all the way to the right. So now this decimal is also going to go over once, twice, because it wants to copy what this one did. Since this one made 2 jumps, this one makes 2 jumps. The dividend is a copycat. All right, let's rewrite that problem. How about just right underneath it? So that's 21 on the outside, 682.5, or 682 and 5/10 on the inside. Now, 21 won't fit into 6 because 21 is bigger than 6. 21 will fit into 61. How many times? Well, let's figure that out. We have 21 times 1 is 21. 22 times 2, well, that would be 42. 21 times 3, that would be 63. That's as close as we're going to get without going past. The next number is going to push us over. So 21 times 3, 63. 8 minus 3 is 5, and 6 minus 6 is nothing. Bring down your 2. 21 will fit into 52 2 times. And 52 minus 42, that's going to leave us with 10. I'm going to go ahead and bring my decimal up and bring my 5 down. Now, I didn't go all the way to here, so let's do a couple more numbers. 21 times 4 is 84. 21 times 5, 1 times 5 is 5, and 2 times 5 is 10. So 21 times 5 gives us exactly 105. So I have no more numbers to pull down, and I have a 0 remainder, so my quotient is 32 and 5/10, which we saw that 21 times 3 gave us a number that was pretty close to 68. So this number is rational. It's logical, I should say. Okay, so you just have 2 more problems to work on your own. One of them is multiplication, and one of them is division. So you should be fine to do it on your own. Good luck.